Oh, what do we have here? So guys, I am out on this is the LMX64. This is from LMX Bikes. They are a French brand, and it's all very much handcrafted bikes. But just look at this bike. It's absolutely gorgeous. So I've done about 45 minutes on the bike, and this is the first ride. So I just want to give you guys a quick overview of what I've read so far about this bike. Now, just take into consideration that it's 0 degrees outside and I'm half frozen. So if I do stutter or sound a bit weird, then excuse me. LMX64. The guys from Stag Motorcycles, Steve, was so kind to lend me this bike, or borrow or loan, for a test ride. So I basically jumped to that opportunity to take this bike out, because I've been looking at electric mountain bikes for quite a long time, but the prices are so high, and they are firstly, they're very expensive, they're quite heavy as well, and they are all limited to 15.5 miles an hour for legal requirements here in the UK. This is a little bit of a different beast, because you get 3 different models of this one. The first model is almost like it is a road version, so you can use it on the road. You have to license it. It is classed as a moped. It comes with a little number plate hanger at the back. It's got a proper front light. It's got a horn and all the lovely bells and whistles, so that you can use it on the road. And it does, I think it can go up to 30 miles an hour. Now, then the second model is a version that you can, it's more mountain bike. So it doesn't have the lights, it doesn't have a horn and all this lovely stuff, and you don't have to license it. So it's classed as a mountain bike, e-mountain bike. And then the last version is the full downhill version that comes with a triple clamp fork in the front, and it's just all the parts are a little bit beefed up. So what I've read so far about this bike is I'm just going to go randomly over the specs. I'll link all the specs below, so you can have a read through it. But you can all buy the bike as a frame, motor and rear wheel base, or you can buy a pre-built bike. This is a pre-built bike, so it comes with the components that they put together. And what the guys do, and what is a little bit different, is they try and get parts locally sourced. So it's not, they don't try and get the cheapest parts from all over the place. It is they try and support the local guys. So as I was saying, they try and source the parts locally, not locally, but they try and support the guys in Europe first before they go and find the other parts furthermore. So you can basically buy the bike as a frame set type of thing, and rear wheel, and then what you can do as well, then add your own parts to it, or you can get it pre-built to what parts they can supply. The other thing that's quite nice as well is to get spares and everything. The guys are in France. It's nice and close. It's easy to get to. Well, depends on what they can do with this Brexit thing and get the shipping and stuff across the channel to be smoothed out. But if you take that away, it's really easy to get the spare parts. Okay, so let's have a closer look at the bike and how this one was pre-built. So The hand guards is added separately. The guys from Stag Motorcycle added those, but you can see this one has got the horn and it's got a proper nice strong light, and then sort of the Contour hollow. Duralux shock, and then the wheels are 27.5 inches. These ones are running the tubeless, as you can see there, 35 psi. And there's the Minions, the Maxxis Minions DHF, front and rear. This has got quite an interesting lock here. So it's like a shaft, so there's no hangers and stuff that you need to clip it into, but as you can see, there's a little bloom thing, that little red bit there. So if you undo the lever on that side, you need to punch it out on this side. So with your hand you can punch it out, and then you can take it out. You can't pull it out. It's something really different, so just to take note of that. Nice big rotors. And that's the brakes, TRPE 2.3 mils. Then it's again TRP brakes. The only thing that I found is the brake levers are very close to your hands, so you need to adjust your hands to pull it, but I think this can be adjusted. This one has also got a throttle, whoop whoop. So the versions that you can get, you can turn the donkey's ear and it goes. There's your shifters. So it's not front pull, it's push. So your thumb you use to change down and then to change up. And there's the little screen. As you can see, it's nice and clear. I've done about 45 minutes riding in 0 degrees and I'm sitting at 86. And I've been cruising at about between 15 and 20 miles per hour. There's the power button and the up and down. So if you press up, it goes to the higher number, so you get more support. Neutral is basically pedal on your own. You get some support, more, and then 4 is full support and throttle, and 5 is just throttle. So I've been riding it in 4, loads of power. It basically blasts off the line. This one is the road version. It's got sort of like a mixture between the road version and the normal mountain bike, and that lever is for the dropper post. So then going down, I think the front and the rear shock has got 180 mils of travel. The cables are neatly done. So for this one, because you get more cables because there's more stuff that needs to be cabled up for the light and for the horn and all this lovely stuff. But yeah, for the off-road version, if you just want a mountain bike, then it doesn't come with all those wires and it's nicely hidden away. There's the rear shock. The rear shock is a DNM RCP, what's it, 2025, if I can get in there. No. Yeah, really nice coil over air spring, really nice. And this thing is also has got rebound, and you can fully adjust it as well. It's got the adjuster there as well, rebound, preload, all that lovely stuff. So this bike also comes with this little connector here. It's called a flip chip. Now this changes the angle of the rear, as far as I understand. This basically, it changes the angle by 1 degree, so you get it's like a benefit. So I'll try and find out and update you in the next video on that stuff. There's the dropper post. I've never rode a bike with a dropper post, but this is really nice to be able to lower it while you go downhill, and then push the lever and it extends to where you want to sit on the seat to be comfortable. That's the seat. Seat's comfortable. Done 45 minutes of riding and it's comfortable. So this mud guard has also been added on because here in the UK it's super muddy at the moment. But yeah, on this side of the bike you've got your single sprocket on the front, and then at the rear you've got your 11-speed SRAM, and the shifting is pretty smooth, to be honest. And the back, you know, it's again the tubeless tires, the Minion DHRs. And there's the beast of an LMX motor. So it's not a Shimano or anything. This is it's their motor, as far as I understand. So under this cover, I'll take this cover off, but basically on this side, this is let me just try and get it off. So under there, that is your charge port for the battery. The battery is also removable. I'll show you now in a minute. So let's have a look at that, and the other side of the bike. Okay, so this is the other side of the bike. There you can see the nice blue color. Comes in blue, red, and there's orange as well. Really nice colors. So the battery is locked with a little key, so that's quite nice. So you can it's not easy to actually take it out. That's the power on for the battery. So you press quickly, it goes through the 1, 2, and 3, and the red one is if there's an error. To take the battery out, you basically unlock with the key. You turn it to the one side, then you push the battery from the bottom upwards, and then you pull it out. You put it up and you twist it and it slides out. So the battery is about 4.5 kilos, and the bike weighs about, with a battery, 27 kilos. And it's quite nice to be able to take the battery out, charge it inside the house where it's nice and warm, especially in the winter, and then when you then you can go out with at least a warmer battery than, for instance, charging it inside the garage where it's 0, and then using a cold battery. But this is where it gets interesting. So on this side you've got a small little go-kart chain, and this is where all the power sits. So this is where it drives the motor. So when you stop pedaling, it goes into a free mode. It's like a clutch, and then it is you can just free, and it picks up speed, and it actually runs quite nicely. You know, you must remember these tires are humongous, so it's got loads of drag on, but this then runs this little chain all the way to the back with a massive sprocket. So at the rear as well, you've got the TRP 2.3 mils, big old disc. And then you've got this big sprocket at the back. Okay, and then there's the, you know, the standard little thingy for the pickup. There's the pickup on that side. You can see there. Some of the specs. Yeah. So then there's the air-cooled part of the motor, and also, as you can see, that cover that was on is Stag Motorcycles is actually making the covers. They're busy testing what cover works the best, because it is quite nice to be able to keep this whole area clean, especially when it's super muddy. If it's dry, it's fine, but if it's super muddy and the mud gets in, it can be it just protects it from the battery gritting up, so you have to clean that the whole time. But otherwise, with a cover on. It just keeps it nice and clean. It's just a neoprene cover. Same for here in the front. There's also like a neoprene cover. And the shocks is like fully adjustable. It's an air shock. You can do all the changes, settings. So 180 front, 180 rear, and some nice pedals. Very grippy. But yeah, LMX bikes. I must say, it's a really nice bike. It rides super smooth and comfortable. I went over a lot of cow fields where there's just a lot of holes and stuff where the cows have been grazing, and you know how bumpy that can be, and it's that the rear shock just smooths it all out. So I'm going to try and get it to a mountain bike trail if I can. I also want to do a range test, but at least you guys got an idea. 45 minutes of riding in mode 4, and I'm sitting at 86%. But yeah, lovely. Okay guys, so if there is any questions and stuff about the bike, or if you've got any information, more detailed information, or if you want me to research and find out a little bit more about specific parts of the bike, please drop in the comments below. The one thing that you notice when you get up on the bike is the noise. Because you've got that chain that runs, that chain makes quite a lot of noise. But again, if you get used to that, and if that's the only thing that bugs you, that noise goes away and people at least can hear you. You don't have to use your bell or whatever. But if you can get used to that, you know, a chain running, then this bike, man, it's got super amounts of power. And to be able to have a mountain bike where you can go and ride up a hill, down a hill, you can have all the exercise that you need, but then also be able to open that throttle and just go. So guys, if there's any questions and stuff, please drop it below, and I will see you on the next video. Cheers.